It survives. Yes, family, large up yourself, pick up yourself. You know what it is. Chiming in on the ones and twos. What it looks like. He's looking like only chiming in. What it do, family? You know your boy Selah Shalom. But I twist a little thing before we get started. Just a little quick vibes, you know? A quick vibes, yeah? Tekiva, I see you. What's good, Tekiva? I like the boy. Max him up. Peace to righteous God. Abba girl. Like that. Father's girl. Okay. Giselle, I see you. Israel, I see you. What's good, family? Germany. I'm done. I see you. What's the vibes, family? How y'all doing today? Yeah. Prince. What it do, Prince? I see the Prince in the building. You know what I mean? Hamilton in the building. I see that chiming in. Coming out. What's good with y'all, man? What's the word? Y'all tell me what's the word. Y'all tell me what's the word. We got brother Satan coming through tomorrow, 12 o'clock. The brother's gonna be coming through. You're gonna be dropping knowledge on the book, the Holy Bible of Canaan. You know what I mean? Tomorrow, 12 o'clock, sharp. We going in. The author of this book here will be on live tomorrow, and he's going to touch on the book, the Holy Bible of Canaan. You know what I mean? A lot of people got a bad taste when it comes to Canaan based off what the biblical narrative speaks on about Canaan. But this brother got another perspective that he's going to share with us. So it's always good to have different perspectives about things. See where brothers stand at, you know what I mean? But it's not always about a debate. I like to build too. Even if the thoughts is diverse than your own, or if it goes against your belief, or your concepts, your perceptions, still let a nigga rock out and do his thing. Feel me? You want to come on live? I'm gonna leave the link in the chat. You want to jump in this rise clock with the eye dread? The link is in the chat if anybody want to come in the chat. Chop it up. No particular topic. You know what I mean? It's an open vortex. It's an open vortex today. It's an open discussion. We can build. You know what I mean? Bronze Yogi in the building. I see you, King. I see you, fam. you talking about? So we got the brother coming on tomorrow at 12. So definitely chime in. It's gonna be a great build. Last time me and the brother was on, he jumped on live and we had a great build. There wasn't no contention. It was just, you know what I mean, perspective. Let niggas drop their knowledge. Sometimes you gotta let niggas flow. Let niggas get it out. Instead of always trying to correct the nigga, let them get their knowledge off. We got the Prince in the building. Peace to the God. Let's bring Prince on real quick.
So,
peace, God. Oh, we lost the connection already. He'll be back. He'll be back. Yeah, Prince, I've been getting some inboxes from, I don't know if that's the channel that got hacked. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's you or not, but on the messenger, been getting some calls from that number. And I think that's the page you got hacked on. So I'm not sure if that's you or that's the hacker. You know, these hackers be at work. We got to check them niggas in the door early. Got to check them hackers early. Hopefully the brother come back on. Got the young God Prince. And bam, just as I spoke, the brother came back on. You know how we do.
All praise to the Most High Creator.
Peace, King. What's good, family?
Hey, what's going on with you, big brother? How you feeling, Doc?
Hey, man, I can't complain, man. Just out here, you know what I mean? Just decided to get on live just to drop some knowledge for a minute.
Man, I was going to see what you was going to talk about today for 6 hours straight.
Hey, it's crazy because I ain't even got no topic. I just came from handling some business. I got home and was like, you know what, let me jump on live because I'm feeling all right right now. I got a little energy. Let me go ahead and jump on while I got this energy. You know what I mean?
Word. All praises to the Most High Creator.
Yo, is that you been reaching out on the messenger or is that the cat page?
On the messenger, that's me.
You had reached out and said you wanted to do a presentation or something like that?
Nah, I ain't do no presentation. I don't know about no presentation.
Or you want to talk about because I got a message saying like the next time I go live, you wanted to get on live and promote. It was something you said you wanted to promote.
No, I don't remember saying that. It might have been somebody else, but I got a new Facebook page under my Zion Healing Hands.
Yeah, see, I think it's the hack page. That's what it is.
Yeah. No, don't trust the hack page.
I'm like, nah, this don't sound like that. The way the message was going, I'm like, nah, he usually don't be even active like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, nah.
Yeah, I figured it was the hack page though.
I thought they was gonna lock it down after a while because I just kept telling everybody to report it. Yeah.
They got my other homeboy like that too.
Yeah, man, it's wild.
But it's all good.
Man, you know me, I'm always studying, man. I'm always in the text, man. I'm always looking at different things, not just looking at the book itself, but actually living this elevated, higher light energy lifestyle every day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I be having encounters with real spirits, like with no joke. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all in the Creator Gang chat the other day about the little boy who tried to commit suicide.
Nah, I wasn't in the chat. I ain't been in the chat like the last couple of days.
Man, this is some good high praise report right here to the Most High Creator for his Ethereal light, because it was a little boy. He was about 12 years old. Go to my mama's church. Am I still on?
Yeah, you back on now.
Okay, yeah, somebody tried to call.
Oh, you know what? Is this the boy you were talking about?
But yeah, so anyways, he said at the end of the service, he had said a really good prayer, man. It was almost like an angel from Etheria tried to come through and speak for him or something. It was crazy, because what he said was that he prayed that the Most High would allow us to raise ourselves up like Christ did.
Mm-hmm.
So that we would be gods like Christ. That's how he prayed it. The little 12-year-old boy. But dig this. The next day, the Druhas got on my brother, man, and tried to get him to kill himself.
The same boy?
The same.
And he broke up. He gonna come back, family.
My dad is close with his mom, and my mom.
You had blacked out for a minute. I said it wasn't the same boy, and then when you was about to respond, it went out.
Oh my bad. Yeah, I gotta stop walking. No, but yeah,
so you talking about that same 12-year-old boy?
Yeah, man. No, bro. I don't know
what. Suicide, you said?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I automatically saw it as a spiritual attack on my little brother. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, oh man, this ain't no cap. Cause he was just on the one yesterday, and then you know, just like when the Bible say Yeshua prayed, he fasted for 40 days,
Right.
and he purified himself, and you know, he was in the righteous standing with Creator, and then the devil came after him.
Right. Yes. Facts.
So that's how I felt about little bro. Like the little brother been doing good and stuff, and you know, and now all of a sudden he just trying to. It was crazy. So we went to go pick him up. Me and I went to go pick him up actually, and I gave him a talk, man, because I was telling him, I'm like, bro, you are powerful, kid. Like I know, because I'm seeing you, I'm watching you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got a light in you that you don't even understand. Once you weren't even 13 years old yet.
Right.
And already these energies and these powers, these spirits, these discarnate entities that most people don't want to talk about and deal with because they so in la la land.
Right.
That these real spirits of dead evil Negroes
Right.
is really oppressing and overshadowing the youth.
Right.
And that's what I
So
realized.
did he tell you what was intentions of committing? Why he wanted to do it?
You know what? I didn't even talk about it. I didn't even let him talk about it. I just told him how it's a spirit against him, because I already know what it is. I mean, it don't really matter. It ain't no spirit from Creator trying to tell you to kill yourself.
Right.
So it don't matter what I mean, I already know it's trauma based. Maybe you're mad at your mama, or you tired of being in. And I went. Now check this out, man. This should go deeper.
Come back on. He'll come back on. You had tapped out for a minute. You back on now.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm in South Carolina out here in the woods. But yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I live out here in anyway, little bro, I pulled up to his house. It was about 9 o'clock at night. It was really dark. And as soon as I walked up down to his driveway, tell me why a bird, this is 9 o'clock at night, and it's a bird flying and it's ramming against the garage door, just running up against the garage door, like pow, like with his wings fluttering, and I'm hearing wings fluttering, he hitting the garage door. I'm like, what the heck? What type of bird behaves in that fashion?
Right, facts.
Why are you even out here? It's 9 o'clock at night. Birds come out 9 in the morning.
Right.
So everything in his vortex and that little current that was around his house was like darkness, bro. It was weird, creepy. You know what I'm saying? Real drudgy.
This is South Carolina?
I'm back.
Yeah, you back.
Okay, cool, yeah.
So this was in South Carolina with the young boy too, right?
Yeah. Let me try to get closer to my line.
No, you good. It'd be like that. These receptions be like that sometimes.
Yeah, this is South Carolina.
Damn, yo, because I remember when you was in the chat and you was talking about the young boy, how he spoke about lifting up and becoming like the gods. You know what I'm saying? I remember you spoke about that, but damn.
Yeah, man.
Try to commit suicide. So it's deep, man. It's, you know, it's a lot going on in the life, and it's a lot of prayer pressure.
But listen, what you just said halfway when you said you about to say suicide, but you kind of cut your word off short, and it sounded like you said sui, because that's what the boy I think really is. That's why the Negro is hearing the spirits of angels, of discarnate entities. He can hear them, and they oppressing him. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, see now the ball done changed. I didn't know he could hear the spirits.
Well, yeah, that's what his mom was saying or whatever. That it was like he was hearing voices or whatever. Which a lot of us have gone through that who have those latent abilities trying to develop within.
Right.
You know.
Right. People think you're crazy when you talk about hearing voices, but shit, you talk to your inner voice talk to you every day.
Every day, bro. Malachi Maccabee be saying that all the time.
Facts.
You know, you have 100 conversations with yourself a day. Stop playing.
Exactly. And then the Creator already say that the voice within you is me talking to you directly, but it just sounds like you talking to yourself.
Now that's woo! I didn't even know that. That's an OSP too.
Yeah.
I never even read that piece. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
it's a part we're talking about the content, like the voice within you is that's the voice of the Creator right here in you. But we just think it's ourselves talking to ourselves. But at the same time, basically, that's the line of communication. Now, that line of communication could go both ways. It can come from Creator, or like you said, it can come from the discarded entities. Because they still can speak through the soul.
I feel that
So when
100%.
we go within, you still have a rationalize within, because it's a possibility that what you're hearing within could be wrong also.
Exactly. And
So
that's where you got to know the character of creator.
exactly, because if the voice within is telling you to go out there and kill, and then God told you to do it, but then when you read in the Bible, God is telling you to kill, then you're going to feel more confident, like, well, all right, this must be the way, because according to the Bible, God said to
Right.
do it.
Now that's
But
a
like you
person.
say, you got to know Creator's character.
Yeah, because if you don't, you be in darkness. Because that's a person that's in darkness.
Exactly.
If you think like, and you can see it. Well, I remember back in a couple months back when y'all first started asking Negroes if your God told you to kill your baby, would you?
Exactly.
And all of these dark drudgery Negroes started saying, yeah, because they're in darkness.
Exactly.
They don't even see until a brother like you bust them in their head with a gamma ray of Ethereum light to where they can be like, oh wait, hold on.
And then the
Yeah,
thing is, if God asked them that, how is God speaking to them? Is it from without or is it from within? Because most people say when they heard the voice, it was from within themselves. So that's why when we talk about going within, it's levels to going within, because you can go within and still be deceived, as we see
right.
example of these people who kill people and say, a voice inside me told me to do it.
Right. That's what Susan B. Anthony's book is about. Everybody need to go read that book.
Facts.
Download it, because that book right there, we just finished it with Awaken the Truth Ministries with Miss Pam.
No doubt.
Yeah, we just finished it like a couple days ago, whatever. But it's just an eye opener to the spiritual, all of the actual factual research and statistics about people who've been called schizophrenic, who've been called clairvoyant, and all these different terms, right, dealing with spirituality. It shows like actual evidence from what their cases were saying, like what they said in their cases. Like one lady said, I heard the voice of Allah tell me to kill my kids.
See what I'm saying?
She's literally said that, and she murdered her children.
It's a lot of that going on.
That's wild, but it's a real thing. These people are actually internalizing spirits within themselves, and they're hearing these spirits talk to them within, and they can't
Exactly.
discern. They can't discern the character of the creator because they're in darkness.
Right.
And
Exactly.
that's why we create a gang. You bring them, we raise them. That's our job. We're supposed to be trying to raise them up out the darkness by showing them that little glimmer of light. It's
Exactly.
a little glimmer of some jewelry. You feel me?
You're right. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's right and
man.
exact.
Yeah, man.
And see,
It's on
that's
the
why it's
one.
important to know the characteristics of Creator, and that's why Owaspi is so effective, because not only it shows you the characteristics of Creator as far as being righteous, it shows you the deception and the deceiving angels, how they inspire humans to do what they do. So if it's bloodshed on the planet, if there's any
Hey,
war going on, it's some goddamn drudgery in God that inspired that shit somewhere.
exactly. It's 222 on the dot right now in South Carolina. Boy, I just turned 23.
Same here. It's 222 here too.
All praises
It
on
just
the
turned 23 too.
synchronicity. That's what's up. Yeah, my daughter's birthday is on February 2nd.
Oh, that's
So
what's
shout out to my beloved princess goddess in training.
Repeat that.
I said, shout out to my beloved princess goddess in training.
No doubt, King. That's right, yeah. You raise them up.
Yeah,
And
man.
it's good to, like you say, man, it's good to teach about. I think that need to be talked about, the characteristics and behavior of these gods, because you see all these we can't just blame the Israelites. We have a lot of Christians that follow the Bible, and they will ignore those concepts of, those ideas of God killing and all that shit in the Old Testament. They'll ignore that.
Oh yeah, they act like the Old Testament done away with or something.
You know what? I'll be honest with them Christians. They better off saying the Old Testament is done away with, because when you go to that Old Testament and see how diabolical the nature of God is in comparison to the New Testament, it's like, it's two different deities going on. You got the New Testament God and the Old Testament God. The Old Testament God out here slewing kids. The New Testament God's going to have grace and mercy. Although we know that's Lou among and a couple other deities in the Old Testament, but it's just curious how the Christians, they'll rather deal with the New Testament and just say the Old Testament is done away with.
Yeah, it is interesting because they're lazy, because they don't want to study. That's why.
That part.
They lazy. Christian people don't study nothing.
Yeah, and then they may not want to come to the realization of the behavior of God in the Bible like that, because their idea of God is loving and he has mercy
Right.
and grace, which is right and exact. But you got
Exactly.
to show that shit in the Bible, though.
Right. And see, the funny thing about it is, like, big brother Selah with me is, see, I grew up in the Bible like through and through since I was a baby. So when a person takes me there, I can show them Creator's character real quick, like instantly. I can show them like, "Thou shalt not kill," bro. That's right
Right.
there. Boom. You know that. And so
Facts.
now it puts them in that dichotomy to have to deal with. Okay, so how do I explain the rest of the killing? And
Right.
then they have to go to the worst point, which is the dagger of it all. They really can't shake this. Why would he kill his own son?
Mm.
He wouldn't, and he didn't. His son was murdered.
Mm.
Like all of the sons of Jehovah that fought for righteousness in the earth.
And the next thing, it's like, if God gonna kill like the way he killing in the Bible, one thing I like about the Owaspi, at least it explains the nature of the spirits after you die. So
Mm.
when these false gods are
Mm.
slaughtering humans and these spirits are being born, the Owaspi says, all right, this is what happens after these niggas is born in this particular condition through warfare.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you go to war, you're gonna be born in spirit and chaos. So it's like, all
Chaos.
right, knowing that,
You don't
why
want to go
would
to war.
God want to allow his people to go through that?
Exactly. Exactly. He wouldn't.
Exactly.
Because see, the Christianity doctrine of Luamon blinded that part from the scriptures. It took away the spiritual side and kept it all earthbound.
Right.
So nobody knows, and they don't study. And you know, because the creator, the funny thing about the creator is he's ever present.
Right.
And he's all knowledge. So if a person, especially in Cosmon, bro, right now in this Danha, if you are intellectually intuitive at all, if you ask creator, if you pray at all, bro, you gonna get you an answer.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So if you a person that call yourself a Christian, but you really love creator, then creator gonna keep you in line with him,
Exactly.
even though you call yourself a Christian.
Exactly. There's a lot of Christians following Creator and don't know it
Yeah, bro. That's what I
based
be
off their behavior. Because a lot of Christians I know, like, they good people, like they genuinely good people. They just may be misguided in the doctrine, but as far as the service done on the others, they got that.
Man, that's my mom and my daddy. That's why I don't even be pressing them. I used to prep when I was a Hebrew Israelite tough. You know, I was on that.
You already know. Ah,
Yeah,
you
man,
already
but
know.
I'm so happy that the creator, you know, balanced me out, you know, like a good Libra.
You a Libra?
No, you a Libra. I'm just saying that
Oh,
to, to compliment you. Yeah.
no doubt, man.
Yeah,
Somebody raised
man.
the question, Stephanie. I wish the Owaspi exposed the names of the new false gods that are working today. Well, when you read, I think it's towards the ending of damn, I'm not sure if it's Escra or S. It
Mhm.
gives you like the remaining current gods that came after Luamon, like Peyad and
Mm.
um like the Mormonism. Like Mormonism is
Yeah.
one of the new false gods, and there's a couple others that the Owaspi mentioned that came after Luamon that is really dominant today. Where, you know, and really, it's really it's like the streets, and it's like this gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you
Hmm.
got one nigga who comes set the tone, and then you got copycats that come after. So regardless of who the copycat is, it's still the
The
same
same.
narrative. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, and it's funny because what you say his name was Payard.
Payad or some shit like that. Payad or something like that.
I ain't paying that nigga nothing. He ain't getting their tithes and offer from me, cuz
Oh yeah,
whatever religion whatever he over, bro, it's over for him.
that's why. That's why I give a little credit to the Israelites, because they coming at the churches and the
Hmm.
pastors about the Bible. Although they misguided too, but at least
Right.
they approaching the Christians, that because if they could get, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
some knowledge of the true doctrine of the Hebrew Israelite according to the Bible, that's
Hmm.
one step closer. And
Right. It's
then
a
we got to
step.
beat them up. We got to beat up the Hebrews, of course, and then bring them to Creator, because you know, the only thing with the Hebrew Israelites is just that they just following a false God. You know what I mean? They got
Hmm.
everything else in order. They got the organization, they got the structure. According to
Hmm.
the Owaspi, once you come into a brotherhood, in the body of a brotherhood, a community, you are under the second resurrection.
What?
You know what I mean? Not necessarily saying that they're under the second resurrection, but as far as
But
starting
that
the brotherhood.
the principle of it is second
Right.
resurrection level. Yeah.
Exactly. So I can't even knock them. Same thing with any organization that brings
Mhm.
people together and they work under a banner. That shows strength, because strength is in numbers. It's just that they just got to come. It's niggas like us trying to bring them to the doctrine. You know what I mean? Like to the truth of the
Yeah,
matter.
man. It's fun. I love doing this work, bro. This like when you uplift other people, it brings you health and strength and vitality and youth and just all kind of friendship, like real brotherhood.
Facts.
You know, and your
Facts.
brothers can really depend on you. I mean, everybody ain't perfect, but we have to be associated with each other, knowing ourselves. You know, knowing like, hey, it took me a long time to get to this point, and I'm still young. I'm only 34. I think I saw
Okay.
y'all posted in the chat. He was like, man, I remember when I was 32 and I thought I knew something. I didn't know shit.
You know what I mean? Hey, when I started graying at your age, man, I started getting these whites started filling in like crazy.
Oh yeah, that's that wisdom on you. That's
I
what that
was like,
is.
yo, that wasn't part of the game. I wasn't expecting that. You know, when you're young, you ain't expecting certain things. You ain't thinking
Right.
about getting grades.
And that's the thing about being young. It's a deception because you think that you're gonna have certain, energy and stuff forever.
Exactly.
But shit do change in this cocoon we in as we shed it and come out the
Yeah.
spirit.
Yeah. Because you think in time standing still, you think a lot of us still, like a lot of niggas at my age still in the 90s. Like nigga, we still thinking we in our fucking early 20s or something. Like, nigga, we in our 40s, nigga, like nigga.
Right.
But the
And
spirit is just showing that the spirit stays youthful while the flesh
mhm,
withers. You know what I'm saying?
facts. That's exactly what it is. And it's like I was telling the young brother this when I was the dude that the young man, 12-year-old boy tried to kill himself. I told him, I said, bro, you gonna live forever. Your spirit is eternal, bro. Like you think you're gonna kill yourself and you gonna like what? Go where? You're gonna be right there, bro. Looking at your body like, oh
Fuck got us dead. But it's funny
yeah.
because check this out. My wife's brother
Mm,
girlfriend committed suicide. She blew her brains out.
mm,
So
mm.
and he had to clean it up in the crib and all that or whatever. So and he's a police officer. He worked for the state, like the DeKalb County Police at the time. You know what I mean?
Uh,
So he had to clean the shit up on all that, brains, eyes, all that shit. But then he had
yeah.
a vision, he had a dream where in the dream she came to him and she said, I done something foolish. I shot myself. You know what I mean? But she
Mm,
don't know she dead. She's still thinking she alive. She's like she's stuck in the air in the realm. Like she lost
mhm,
someone. Like where am I? Like I know what I did, but where am I?
mhm.
Type shit. You know, he had this dream a couple times about her, and my wife
Wow,
relayed it back
bro.
to me. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like,
Wow.
that goes to show, like when you
Yeah.
die, nigga, your ass, like you say, your ass ain't going off. Your ass gonna be right
Mm,
there looking at your body, like what the fuck is that me?
yeah.
You
And
feel me?
I had to break it off to the young brother in a beautiful way to him. I said, look, man, just imagine your body as a cocoon, bro, and your spirit is like the butterfly.
Right.
That's what's gonna happen.
You broke up. You come. Hold on. You come back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I was just telling him you're gonna be your spirit gonna come out your body the same way a caterpillar comes out a cocoon as a butterfly.
And it's
And
funny you use that analysis because I always use that analysis to demonstrate the life, death, and the resurrection. You know what I mean? The physical body is the caterpillar, grounded to the earth. The cocoon is the
mm,
death, and the butterfly is the spirit, the spiritual body. And notice how the butterfly can take flight and go wherever it wants
mm,
in nature. But
right.
when it was a caterpillar, it was
Caterpillar, it was
subject.
bound. Yeah.
Exactly. But look at
Nice.
the
I like that.
freedom that it has as a butterfly, and look at the
Ooh,
vastness of nature that it could fly through in comparison to when it was glued to the earth. I mean, to the ground.
bro, bro. That right there that's a bar, bro.
Yeah. So just imagine when we cross over the vastness of the spirit world.
Right, bro. That's gonna be. Oh my god. All the Andromeda. Like it's just like Big Brother Cosby saying the creator is bonkers, dude.
Facts. Facts. And this is just the lowest of the heavens.
Right. Even the false gods' heavens was funky,
Yeah.
and they was still lower heavens. You know what I mean?
And they shit was fly. They decked that shit out with gold, gems, and shit like that. So
That's
it's
what
like
I'm
to see
saying.
that. It's like, damn, that's how y'all niggas moving.
Right, you evil ass niggas. But yeah, man, I just be liking the fact that everybody can get it so simply because the creator is so simply understood. You
That's
know,
right.
it goes deep when you look at all the amounts of paperwork that Cosmo and Cal be digging through and all the books that Auntie Pam be reading and Malachi, like it's so much work to be done to get to this light. But
Exactly.
at the end of the day, the journey is so beneficial. It don't even seem like a lot. You know, like reading on speed and reading through the Bible and going like it don't seem like a lot. At least not for me. I guess everybody got its levels to, you know, what you can receive or whatever. But like I be getting this stuff so quick, bro. I be like, dang.
Yeah, it's like Jaja say, some people are quick perceiving. It's like they get it right off the bat. You know what I mean? While it may
Mm,
take others some time, or they may be curious, skeptic about it. So they'll read a
mm,
little bit, go into skepticism, and don't get the full
yeah.
understanding, and stick with the skepticism instead of finishing the read. So you have
Wow.
those. You gotta be mindful of those type of people and shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, and that could be a spirit over you too. You know, making you be like that. You got to be careful.
Facts.
You got to be careful. Like when you looking internal, like I be asking myself, like, man, why don't I want to get up and read right now, or why don't I want to work out today, or what is it making me feel like? Just, you know, is it really something righteous, or is it just me being a lazy spirit around me? So, you know what I mean? I got to check myself before I wreck myself.
That's right. Exactly. It's trials and error through this thing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Trial and error to get to perfection.
Let me run my split for team one
Spliff
time.
a ting ting ting. You don't know.
I met
The
a
herbal
Jamaican.
essence.
I met a Jamaican brother today at the barbershop.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was an artist, bro. He was like a sketch artist. He had like showed me his. He had a like live look a lot like lifelike sketches.
Dope. Dope.
I was like,
Yeah.
bro, that's some Ethereum light, bro, for real.
Yeah, they got a couple sketch artists that be downtown, like in the
I should have
summertime,
asked.
they be selling their work.
I should have asked him if he can do it automatically. Is he like an automatic? Do he be like channeling spirits and doing that shit?
Right, right. See what type of level niggas be on. Start talking about channeling spirits, niggas thinking you talking about demons and shit. And I remember I used to get attacked all the time with your watch, be like, yo, that book was channel, man, that was demons. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up, man. Niggas always want to say some shit, don't know what the fuck they talking about, my nigga.
Don't even know that Lou Among channeled it through come on man, through Ezra and Constantine.
You know what I mean? If you serve your God, what the fuck you scared of, nigga? You ain't supposed to be showing no face. You're supposed to run through any goddamn face any
Right.
goddamn demon, nigga. You know what I mean? We out here
You
dodging
broke up
bullets in
for a
the
second.
hood.
What'd you say? What was the last thing you said?
I said we gotta face our own demons and shit. I said if they serve their God, what they scared of.
Oh yeah, they scared because they don't that light bright. They God is in darkness, man. When you in darkness, you scared of the light.
You know what I mean? I'm like, y'all niggas scared to read a book because you think it's demonically written and you can't prove that it's demonically written.
That's called stupid Christian apologetics.
But then you got King James with a book called Demonology. You got the Keys of Solomon talking about 72 demons, but niggas will read that.
Wow. All day. I read that one too. I read that Solomon, the
I
Odes of
got that
Solomon.
shit. I got the Keys of Solomon. I had that shit print out. I just ain't know that was the fucking what I was reading because I was skimming through it one time and I seen a couple of
Supposedly
rituals in it. I was
in
like,
that
yo, this shit
look,
bugged out.
in that book, supposedly King Solomon interviews a bunch of fallen angels
Right.
in the spirit world, and he tells them, I mean, he asks them what angel thwarts them, and then he asks them what they do to mortals, and they tell him like in great detail, like I'm the demon that gives babies cleft lip in the womb type shit.
Yeah. I'm like, why
It's
y'all
an
niggas is
interesting read though.
yeah, but I'm like, why y'all niggas is fucking with demons? Well, where the righteous ones at, nigga?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Niggas know so much about the opposite, the dark side, the negative, the evil,
Right.
that when you come to Creator and Creator say, yo, to serve me is to serve others in good works and righteousness. It's like you start scratching your head like, it's that simple? Like, nah, I gotta be
Exactly.
more to it than that. Don't I gotta sacrifice a goat or something and spill some blood?
No, bro.
Like, nah, nigga, just do what I say. Serve others in righteousness. It's a
I
light
just
burden.
I just told my auntie it's a light burden. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
I just told my auntie that same thing the other day because we've been talking about the book of Leviticus and the sacrifices. And I took her to the book of Amos and I showed her Amos 5:25, where the creator was saying, I don't want none of your feast days. I don't want to smell in your courts. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Because he was saying basically obedience is better than sacrifice. And y'all killing all my creatures, you know, shedding all this blood and just piling up sacrifices on top of sacrifices. The creator was never with that. So Amos was proving that in that book, and my auntie was trying to justify that, well, yeah, all the sacrifices are done away with because of Christ, but we can still sacrifice for food. If we get hungry, we can still chew on some loin meat. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to tell her, no, auntie, you missing Genesis. When you study in the Bible, you have to remember the law of first mention, yo. That's actually a law in Bible study, to go to the first mention of something, and then you draw forth throughout the scriptures. You build on that idea, but the original idea is always the grounds or the root or the solid rock, right?
Foundation, facts.
The foundation, yeah. So I was telling her in Genesis 1:29 that all of the earth was given a diet of herbs and fruits. Even the animals, they didn't hunt each other. And that's in the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 29. And when you go back to Revelation, quote unquote, the book of Revelation, if you're dealing in the Bible, right? When you get to Revelation chapter 2, verse 20, 2, verse 22, no, 22, verse 2, sorry. All these twos. But it says that it's gonna be, you're gonna eat from the tree of life at that point, right? And that tree bears 12 manners of fruit each month, which are for the healing of the nations. That's where we get. That's where we get the herb is for the healing.
Yeah, that's the scripture we used to use to justify the marijuana back in the
day. Right. So it's just funny that, but they're not seeing. But that's the culmination of the Bible. Revelations is the culmination. It's the apex.
Right.
So the apex is we back to eating fruits and herbs from the tree of life.
That's right, beloved.
So what are we talking about when it comes to like still being able to chew on meat? And if you believe you can manifest the kingdom of heaven right now, then that means you can make the choice to put down the animal flesh, purify your body, purify your thoughts, so that the Ethereum level information can come through you and you can be used to uplift other people.
That's right.
But that darkness of Luamong, man, got them niggas chewing on animals like it ain't no tomorrow.
Yeah, and to prove that, because some people are still argue with, oh, you could eat because the clean and unclean, but to remove the Bible and let's deal with it on an anatomy level.
Woo! Now, that's an easier way.
Yeah, when we look at the anatomy of the human body, they got 12 systems. You know what I mean? The blood system is one of them. The circulatory system is one of them. The blood is essential to our existence. All food and liquids go in the blood. Now, the blood is the determining factor. The
blood
pH
is the
of
kitchen.
The blood is 7.34, which makes blood alkaline. All meat falls on the acidic side. So if the human body was designed for meat, the blood will be slightly acidic. But the blood is alkaline. All fruits are alkaline. All meat is acidic. So on the anatomy level, without even having to go into the scriptures, it's still proved true that Creator designed you to be herbivores based off the pH of the blood.
That's easy word. Easy word. And that's science. That's not faith-based. Now you don't have to believe that. You can know that.
Exactly. So the more alkaline food you eat, keep your blood pure, your blood circulating. But when you eat more acidics from the meat, what happens is it thickens the blood, it slows down the circulation, it creates blood clotting, it dehydrates the organs because it's carrying an oxygen cell, and it's dehydrating your liver, it's dehydrating your pancreas. Now you got pancreatitis, now you got prostate cancer and all these other conditions, all based off dehydration.
Wow, a lack of oxygen in the blood and the tissue.
And it comes from acid, and meat is not
Right.
only
The worst.
acid and mucus build up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh my God. And it got all kind of parasites in it and all kind of come on, man.
Parasites.
Worms
I
and
had people let
tapeworm.
out worms from detoxing it with the tea. People was telling me, yo, I had worms in my stool. So they had intestinal worms building up from the rotting
Oh,
of the meat that's been sitting in the intestines.
damn, that's crazy, bro. That's why I went all fruit a long time ago.
So a lot of people is a walking tomb, yo. They the walking dead, don't even know it.
Yeah, bro. Because
Niggas got worms.
Yeshua said them worms was the demon.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Remember that in the Nazarene Acts, so it's like you got to know all that. Even in Barnabas, when you look at Barnabas's text, he talked about Moses' law wasn't even dealing with eating meat, period.
Yep.
It
And
was
a lot
dealing
of
with
books in
the
the Bible.
spirit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They was talking about those laws, the clean and unclean with spiritual significance to the behavior of animals.
Yeah. So you don't act like that as a man.
Exactly.
Don't be
That's
no
why it's
weak.
good to read those other the canonical books that wasn't added to scripture so you could see what else was, because the niggas who may have read the canonical was probably carnivores and they didn't want to hear shit about no goddamn eating no fucking fruits and vegetables. Then niggas like, no, we got to have our meat.
Yeah,
We're
be
gonna keep
taking
all
that
the
out.
meat verses in there and get rid of or lessen the fruit verses in that.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly, you hit it right on the head, Doc. Tell you. They was like, we need all the chicken, we need all the fish, we need all of the sacrifices coming to this
Any
temple
lambs
today.
and goats, nigga, put it in there.
The
Oh, they
head
talk
and
about
all
cutting lambs' heads? Put that in there.
on the platter.
Right.
That's crazy, bro.
Niggas on their Red Lobster shit.
Not Red Lobster. Man, but yeah, so I had to get down. I had to, like I said, I started helping people now that I did it for myself, because I offer transitional diet coaching and companionship training too. Because a lot of people they don't know that when you transition from the meat and you get on the fruits and the herbs and the teas and the tonics, right? Your body's gonna go through a process, right, of like healing, but you're gonna feel the energy, the bad energy, the low vibrational energy. You're gonna feel them spirits come up out you, and that's creepy. It happened to me when I first started. Like I started having like shiver attacks. I was like hearing voices like crazy, but I knew I was on the right track, so I didn't stop. I knew why I was going through that. It was because I had so much death in my gut. I had so much toxicity in my blood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't balanced out and I was in darkness. Also, I was still worshiping Jesus, my bro. You know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of craziness going on. So once, like the book of Esdras talks about in the Oasfi, it says that the first laws of divinity is to purify your flesh. That's the first step. And that's what I was telling little bro when I was telling him about purifying his mind and his thoughts. I said, man, you're gonna have to really start purifying your mind.
Right.
Think about how you can help your family, help your sisters, help your mom, help yourself, be a better student, a better football player. The boy's 6 foot and he's 12 years old.
Damn.
And I'm like, bro, I said, bro,
we got a nigga Thusher walking around here, boy.
For real, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if the drudges get to you, man, it's bad. They're gonna have you in prison. You're gonna be at the bottom of the prison. You know, yeah. But I told him, you purify your body. Make sure you're not just binge eating middle of the night a bunch of processed sugar and a bunch of fried chicken and greasy foods. I said all that's gonna do is lower your vibration and block your light.
Yeah, that's the whole, you know what I mean? Acid is a dehydrator. You know, mucus stops circulation, you know what I'm saying? So it's like mucus acts like gum, you know what I mean? You put gum on something, it attach and it'll slow down the circulation depending on, you know what I mean?
It conglomerates and agglomerates and all of that, and everything sticks to it. All of the calcium minerals and the phosphates all stick together to the mucus. And that if that sticks to your organs and attaches there, then you got literal mold and other parasites that's attached right there. Start eating off them acids.
The mucus turns in eventually into cysts.
Yeah.
polyps, you know what I
Mhm.
mean, fibroid tumors, things of
Right.
that nature.
And like I said, the parasites also come because they feeding off that acid.
Right. They
So
feeding off
not only do you have tumors, but you got living entities living inside your body
bacteria and
controlling
shit like that. Yeah.
bad bacteria. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you're gonna go take antibiotics and try to kill the bad bacteria, but you're gonna kill all the good bacteria that's trying to help heal your body too.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people don't know how to heal either because they've been brainwashed by the allopathic community and dealing with pharmaceutical witchcraft.
Yeah. And it's just as simple as the creator. It's like, nigga, the creator say, yo, like the Caribbean
Simple.
folks, they eat simple. They eat a lot of
Simple.
fruits, mangoes, and shit growing right outside the goddamn house. You know, the
Yep.
Caribbean life is a
That's
sweet life
easy.
when it comes to diet because they got all the fruits
My
right
mom
there available.
my mom just got back from the Caribbean in November. She was out there.
Right. And see the key with plants, because I see sis said you got plants that are toxicity. And that's exactly right and exact.
Like
That's where
poison
knowing the
ivy.
plants at, knowing which plants to and really the toxicity exists in the soil. So the soil is the key component to plant. Like the soil determines our existence. Because
Wow.
if the soil is over acidic, guess what?
Mm.
Anything growing over that will be acidic.
Mm-hmm.
So if the soil is a pH of 2,
Mm-hmm.
anything growing over that soil will be poisonous to man as a plant because of the pH level of the soil. That's why the soil has to be at least 6. It could be slightly acidic, but 7, 8 is where the soil need to be. The soil has to be alkaline for the
Mm-hmm.
plant to be edible. If the soil is say 8.5 alkaline, just throwing a number out there on the alkaline side, anything growing over that soil is edible. Nigga, the grass would be edible just based off the soil being 8.5. So we can literally eat the grass because the pH of that grass is going to show us that it's what?
Alkaline.
8.5. Exactly. It's an alkaloid. So
Mm-hmm.
anything that is an alkaloid on the vegetation or plant-based side is digestible to the human body because the pH of the blood is 7.3. So anything 7 and above, you good. But if it's in the range of 6, 5, 4, even if you have foods and certain things that are on the acidic side that may fall in the range of 6 and even 5. Those are still slightly suitable to the body. It's not that much of a.
Right.
It's only when you get to like 3, 2,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 that's when it becomes dangerous. Coffee, the
The
pH of coffee is like 2. The pH of soda is like 2. That's why those things cause what?
dehydration
Diabetes.
and
It
cramps and
dehydrates the
diabetes.
pancreas. Niggas be on insulin. Anybody who on insulin, I can guarantee you they drink a lot of soda and coffee because
Yep.
it's a great dehydrator.
And you know what crazy? I was learning from my big brother Yaki the other. Well, I've been listening to him for a long time too, but he was
He is
saying,
a genius.
yeah, woohoo, woo, that nigga was stupid fire.
Yeah, he a genius with it.
Woo, too hot to handle for the world, man. He too high up there. But
Need
I'm
niggas like that. He like another KT the arts degree. He like another KT the arts degree. He another one that's like them niggas is like fucking encyclopedias when they spit it out.
Yeah, he had cancer too, so he real passionate about what he's doing. But he was talking about how diabetes is actually caused from eating meat too, because the lipids, the fatty lipids from the meat actually coat the pancreas, so that the insulin can't be used as a key to unlock the cell.
That's right. It
So
stops the secretion of insulin.
And the only way to reverse diabetes is to stop eating meat and start to get on some highly astringent herbs that pull toxins from the pancreas, pull the parasites out the pancreas.
That's right.
Because he was saying it comes with a parasite attached to it too.
You got to hydrate the pancreas because it's a lubricated organ, so it creates the lubrication that's going to help remove the mucus buildup and hydrate the cells.
Right.
Basically, it's given negative charge electrons to the cells.
Yeah, man. All that is so important because once you can balance out your body, like the Owaspy says, even the Bible say if you get control of your appetite, you know what I'm saying, your spirit increases in strength. That's what the point of fasting is for, to get your spirit flexed up. You know what I'm saying?
Because see, we're dealing with vibrational frequency. Everything is moving at a vibrational frequency. So now we're dealing with the electromagnetic spectrum. We're dealing with visible things, visible sight, what we see.
Yeah.
We see in the spectrum of 400 to 700 nanometers. That's the bandwidth of visible light. So this is what we see. Everything outside and going outside of this way, everything going outside of this way is invisible, but it still exists. It's just we can't perceive it. So when we speed up our vibrational frequency, our spirit through diet, you know what I mean, good blood circulation, that's when we tap in. We tap in, we start hearing the voice. What the fuck, you heard that shit? Niggas thinking you tripping.
Word.
Tapped into a range outside of visible light.
Yeah, it's crazy because that just happened to me, bro. You ain't gonna believe this. Like stuff been happening, bro, around me lately. Cause I don't know why, but it is what it is. But it was crazy because when I got out of my truck earlier, I could have swore I seen I saw a spirit. It was a spirit, but it moved past me like it was like a invisible light for a split second, and then it like walked away from like it was fast paced walking away from me, but it disappeared. But it was like a split second though. It wasn't long. I was like, what the fuck? Just like how you said. Did anybody hear that? That's how I was like, did I see what I just saw? Probably not. I'm probably tripping, you know what I mean? But I kept that feeling, I kept that memory in there, like that might have been something, just in case in the future it happens again.
Because even with the shrooms and the mushrooms, when you tap in with the shrooms, it increases the circulation, it increases the vibration, because the key components in that world is carbon.
Okay.
Nitrogen. Nitrogen is a booster. Nitrogen is increasing acceleration.
Right.
That's how you get there. That's how you tap in. It's through nitrogen. The atmosphere there's more nitrogen in the atmosphere than oxygen.
Wow.
So that's the drawing power of tapping in is nitrogen. Nitrogen and carbon is the key component on tapping in on the other side as far as dealing with the brain, the pancreas, the pineal gland, what they be calling the third eye.
Third eye, yeah.
That's carbon. That ain't nothing but carbon. Melatonin, serotonin. That ain't nothing but carbon.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because I never got on shroom. Well, actually, I did have a shroom tea one time, and it was crazy because I felt I felt so present in the moment that I forgot that I took the tea. Like I just felt like perfectly aware of everything around me. You know what I mean? But I only did it one time. But everybody been telling me, bro, if you want to take your music to a next level, you should get you some shrooms. I was like, yeah, I'll do it carefully and wisely. I ain't gonna do that shit like no fool.
Yeah,
I don't want to have no.
Because Owaski say sober mind, like do the shit sober. You can tap in sober without.
Oh yeah.
No intoxications.
Yeah, I think I could do it intellectually and mentally too, because that's how I've been doing it my whole life. Like I smoke a little tree, but I don't do nothing else. You know what I mean? So
right.
I just study, and I when I find out certain things that resonate with me, bro, like it's real. I just know it from that point on. Like it don't even like you said, some people, like the Owaski say, some people get it quick, and some people it takes a little bit more time.
Right, exactly.
You know, like for me, I run like a 4-2 in the spirit world. Like I'm running like a 4-2, 4-1. You feel me? I'm up there with Mike Vick and them when it comes to getting this light.
Right. Right. You know what I mean? Like
and sharing it too, because I don't like just getting it and not being able to impart it to my family. You know what I mean? Especially my daughters. Like when you have children, man, and you get to teach them about they get to be gods and goddesses.
Yeah.
Bro, that changes the game. Like they all want to be Disney princesses in the mortal body. Exactly. You know what I mean? No.
Even with Disney World, how they got the castle, that's like the kingdom, and you know the princess come out, that's like the goddess. You know what I mean? So you could even feed that concept to them and show them like. And that's using wisdom to get them to understand Creator through the kingdoms, how they set up and arranged.
Bro, that's so fun. For me, I don't know what it is about my genealogy or whatever, how I'm made, but that make me feel so good, bro. To be able to teach my daughters like the higher light in such simple and funky ways.
Facts.
To where they get it and they actually having fun with, not even really knowing because they're kids, you know.
Right. They don't fully get it, but they get it though.
They get it though, and once they hit like 11, because that's a prophetic age. When you turn like 11, if you've been getting that Ethereum light put in you like subconsciously since you was like born,
right?
Man, by the time you turn 11, bro, you finna be woo.
Gonna be lit. Then
Lit.
at the age where they can research information by going on the internet. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
We ain't had no internet when we was 16. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Right. We didn't have none
We
of
had
that.
to read shit. We had to read shit.
What year was you born?
Huh?
What year were you born?
80.
Oh, 80. Okay. That's a
So my
funky
teenage
year.
years was the 90s.
Yeah. I was born 88. So
Yeah.
I'm 8 years younger than you. But that's
Everything
great.
back then, nigga, we had to go to the library and read. You know what I mean? That shit was crazy. Niggas,
Yeah,
like, when
no,
you
we
look
had
back,
to do the same thing. But that's what I actually like doing that though. Like I actually like read. That's why I like going to Auntie Pam's class in the morning because I'm the type of person. Let me get the actual book and highlight and bookmark and
exactly, go through it with a fine tooth.
yeah, that's how I am too. So I like the library and it's quiet
Right.
and peaceful. Ain't a lot of rah shit going on.
Yeah. Keep the bill going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How's Atlanta Ugly doing? This is a side subject, but
Nah, you good, man. We just building. That shit going great, man. Dropped the first 2 episodes. People loving that shit, getting good feedback.
okay,
You know,
yeah, I gotta
I'm gonna
tap in.
I'm gonna be on.
It just came across my YouTube feed for the first time like 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's back in circulation now because you know you don't put up videos, it don't be too much like in rotation. But now that it's back up, so it's gonna be coming up on the thumbnails when you look on YouTube and shit like that. Once you click and watch it, it'll start coming up more too.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, we turning up, man. You know what I mean? And that's another
Yeah.
thing, you know, creators say, like, yo, still develop your talents, do what you do. Don't, because I know a lot of cats, especially the Hebrew Israelites, they'll let go of their talents.
Yeah, bro. My uncle
They're
did
gonna
that.
serve the Most High by following the Lord, statutes, and commandments, and they can't rap no more. They can't
Bro,
be a
that's
carpenter, whatever the
crazy.
case may be. You see what I'm saying?
My
Like,
uncle did that, man. My uncle was one of the dopest Christian rappers, bro, when he first came out in the 90s. You might even heard of this nigga. It was called his group was called God Quest Ministries.
okay.
And they blew up in Cali and they went overseas to like man, he got to join. He said, wake up, sleepyhead, let's go. Cause I'm the one to let you know we got to go, cause up pops the boogie with the rhythm of a new swing. Talking about the king, telling him what have I seen? Mr. Old School, what you trying to do? The devil bust your lip, now you trying to sweat the crew? You better get a grip for you slip on your own intuition. Man, why you on the mission when the youth you always dissing? But if you don't want them, I take them with me because I'm going to put them on the path to show them how it's supposed to be. Yeah. So, like, he used to have a whole bunch of, like, funky ass rhymes, and he went overseas and rapping. And then, like, Christianity being in white churches with white folks and trying to be, like, you know, fit in, uppity and all that. Like, he stopped rapping.
Right.
And I used to think, like, why would you stop doing that? And then he got fat, you know, because he was eating a bunch of Mickey D's all the time and Oreo cookies and drinking soda. So now he ain't the fresh, light-skinned brother no more on the stage rocking it like LL. You feel me? He think he can't rap no more, but I'm looking at LL. I'm looking at Snoop Dogg. I'm looking at these niggas. I'm like, man, they old as hell. They still rapping.
Right. And see,
So what?
that's the thing. It's like niggas think you're supposed to stop. Ain't no rules to this shit, nigga. You know what I mean? It's like whatever inspires you to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? It just the industry put a slight on age on rap. While you know you got these rock and roll niggas be 90 years old performing, or
Bro, you feel
niggas in
me?
their 60s and they just came out and shit.
Right. Charlie Wilson came out when he was like 34 or some shit like that. Or 40 or something like that.
Yeah, man. It's like shit, man.
Yeah, but that's what I be saying. I love how Creator allows us to continue to elevate in our talents and abilities for eternity.
For eternity, yo.
Bro, this ain't never gonna stop.
You got niggas who know how to fly airplanes right now. They good with aviation.
Yes,
You
sir.
read the OWASP and it talks about these spaceships traveling through the
Right, the OT
cosmos.
Von.
Yeah, who you think gonna be goddamn behind some of these ships? Just niggas who was aviation experts on the earth plane.
Yes, sir. As
They're
above,
gonna
so below.
continue that trade in spirit and be like, oh nigga, we can do the same type of aviation here.
Bro,
You know
yeah.
what type of joy it's gonna be for them niggas when they realize that?
Man. They're gonna be like, thank you, Creator. We love you so much. It's just gonna be such an adorable expression of true love.
These niggas think with the earth plane when you die, that's it. So a nigga learned all that skills doing aviation. A nigga
Right.
learned all that skill being a masonry, building up shit. And you think when you die, that shit just dissipates in the no, nigga. Those talents are
Right.
gonna resonate with you. Is gonna resonate with you in spirit.
Yeah.
And then the Owaspy already states that it's educational fields for these things in spirit. I was like, nigga, what?
Man, that's so dope. You're gonna be taking classes, still learning how to freaking navigate the star systems, not just the clouds in the Earth's heavens. You're gonna be, man, that's gonna be crazy. You're gonna be literally like Spock in them.
If they
You
talk
feel
about
me?
they got kingdoms up there, somebody had to build them, right?
Somebody had to build them, Doc. As above, so below.
Exactly.
My dad is a master builder. This nigga gonna go up there and build all kind of mansions, all kind of. I'm
Raising
trying to
them
tell
up,
you.
yeah.
I had to tell my daddy one day we had a real talk on a Sunday afternoon after a service or whatever, and I told him, I said, "Pops, man, you know, the Creator ain't never gonna, you ain't gonna just die and stop working and doing what you're doing. You know that, right?" I told my daddy just like that, yeah, you know that, right? You ain't gonna just stop working. And he was like, my dad's so crazy. He worked so hard. He said, "Man, well, I don't want to go there." He said, "If I'm still gonna be working, I don't want to go." I started dying laughing.
It's funny. My mother said the same thing. I
That's
tried to explain to
hilarious.
my mother that shit. She said, "Hold up, you trying to tell me when I cross over, I gotta go to work?" She said, "Well, I just want to be dead. I don't want to go. I just want to stop."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit." They thinking they're gonna be 9 to 5. No, like it's not like you going there to work like against your will. It's free privilege.
Yeah, you get to do what you want to do. You like
It's
building.
like you in retirement, but you still able to pursue the craft.
That's a perfect way to put it, bro. Perfect. Because that's how my daddy is. My dad, he always be talking about that. Like when I retire, I want to just be able to tinker on building go-karts and fixing my boat and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like you
And
gonna
then
be
in the
able to.
process of doing that, that's the work.
Exactly. And you doing it for other people. You teaching the youth still, because my dad big with teaching kids how to build stuff and how to swing a hammer. You know.
If a little kid come to you and you a carpenter and he asks you, how do you do that or whatever, you ain't gonna deny that little kid. So as
Of
an
course
angel,
not.
a spirit, an angelic being, the longer you in the realm and the newbies that's coming up, you can't deny them the craft.
Exactly.
You're gonna be
That's
glad to teach them.
I swear to you, bro. Sometimes when I be playing my guitar, I feel the energy of certain people, nigga. I don't want to sound like I'm being like acting a fool or nothing, but
Now you a musician, bro. Y'all already on a whole nother vibrational frequency.
I swear, bro, I be feeling like the first time it happened to me, it was like 2017. And I was playing my guitar. I wasn't even plugged into nothing. I was just playing my electric guitar on just the bare strings, no amp. And I was sitting down in the dark, and that sounds spooky already. I was sitting in the dark, but I just started playing or whatever, and I could feel like I felt like, and Stevie Wonder's still alive. See, he not dead. So I felt like Stevie was there. I felt like this nigga was like listening to me play. Somehow, you know, Stevie Wonder's blind. This nigga got superpowers. The way that he thinks and moves, nobody will ever really know how supernatural Stevie fucking Wonder is.
Right.
I don't know if he was like tapped into some high level frequency where he could hear me, but I literally felt like he was listening to me play.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept trying to get the funk rhythm right when I was playing it. And I just kept trying to get it right. And then I felt like Prince was there. Now, Prince was dead at the time. So I felt like maybe I felt like Prince was right there, but he was like laughing at me though. He wasn't like inspiring me. He was like, "Man, this nigga, what? Like, I smell something that's stinking here." That's how Prince was looking at me. Now I'm saying, like, I don't know what that was. It could have been my imagination. It could have been a dream, a delusion, or whatever.
That's dope, playing in the dark. I heard about that. Like, you know what I mean? That's next level shit right there, though.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I was, you know, I've been playing guitar since I was 11 years old, but it's like you get to plateaus on, you know, and you.
It was a verse in the Owaspy said something like that. I forget what verse it is. We're talking about if you want to teach a bird how to sing, put it in the dark or something like that. It was something about developing in darkness.
Yeah, when you close your eyes.
It's developing sewers in darkness.
Dang, that's deep. Damn, I never knew
I'm
that.
gonna share it to you when I get it.
Yeah. Facts. That'd be dope. Because that type of stuff that's what I'm saying about us, you know, being being sons and daughters of Jehovah, gods and goddesses in training, knowing we have an eternal existence in the spirit and we have spiritual awareness and spiritual powers and angelic entities and beings that come and assist us on a daily basis to operate like on super high levels, to be able to cast away dark spirits, to be able to heal people like Yeshua, like Zarathustra, like Anianus and Tayana, like all of these brothers, Antiochus, I mean of Tayana. Is that his name? Antiochus? How you say his name? I don't
Who
want to say
that?
his name wrong.
Who that?
The one that they took Jesus after.
Zarathustra?
No, not Zarathustra. Antiochus.
Oh, you talking about the Polyanus of Tayana?
Polyanus. Yeah, I said Antiochus. Lord forgive me. Sheesh. Antiochus is the nigga that tried to take over in the Maccabees, the enemy, the op,
The Ops.
like
Yeah,
Paul.
Polyanus of Tayana. Yeah, man, they got a lot of shit from him.
Yeah, man.
Trying to
But
erase him out of history.
all of them brothers had supernatural power, super spiritual energy that they could
Right.
manifest. It said that he forced the spirit back into the mortal body, didn't he?
Yeah.
Boy, that's superpower, bro. That what? The spirit was coming out the body. This nigga said,
That shit
"Get
deep,
that."
yo. Yeah, that shit deep, man. That's the power of will, because it talks about
Yeah, that's
third
what he was talking
degree.
about.
Yeah, and when it talks about the rights in Anubai in the Book of Wars Against Jehovah, when it talks about the rights of Anubai, it talks about the power of will on how to use it far and near.
Wow.
And then it was the power of will. The angel clothed themselves with the elements of the earth during the Synthantes when they first came.
That's right. I do remember that part.
So the
Vaguely.
power of will, that's the key to the shit right there.
Bro, that's tight. See that? You can't tell me something like that, bro, because I'm gonna start doing some type of cheese. I'm gonna be out here meditating.
But you doing that through your music. You using the power of will through your music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Niggas, Michael Jackson had motherfuckers out there fainting, my nigga.
Yeah, fact.
Fainting on his concerts back in the 80s. Niggas out there passing the fuck out.
Ooh, that boy's power was supercharged. He was an alien though. Michael Jackson.
Power. This nigga doing shit like this and crowds of people fucking
Yeah,
passing out.
Michael Jackson was an actual alien for real though. That nigga.
Next level, man. But that shows you when you get them young and train them up. That's what you get.
Right. But you see how the negative spirits, like now I want to keep everything positive, but I'm gonna say some negative, something a little bit bad. But like when you know, like we know this now. Now we're conscious of the ops in the spiritual world. We're conscious of the spiritual enemies because we don't fight against flesh and blood necessarily. You feel me? So when we know that if we get our children and raise them up as, to be able to hear the voice of Creator from a young age, and we know we've been actually inspired to do these things, the ops be trying to be supercharged against us now. The dredges, I know that they don't have no power over us though necessarily because we got so much, when we purified and all, we got so much power, but it's just like they can still mess with our life. It feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like situations and circumstances. I guess my question is, how do we overcome, like, I guess more so the situations and circumstances that seem to be like heavy in our lives? You know what I'm saying?
That's where the trial and error coming at. That's where going through it coming at. By you going through it and overcoming it, you'll know how to deal with it when somebody else is going through it.
Got you.
You'll become the advisor. You become like the guardian to those behind you that's going through the struggle. Because you're going to go through the struggle, but you're going to come out of it. See what I'm saying? Waspi shows you that. Throughout history shows you that. It's a time of struggle and it's a time of prosperity. But some people go through the struggle and may not make it to see the prosperity. Like Moses, they say Moses ain't make it to the promised land.
The word.
He did all that shit and ain't make it to the promised land.
That's cool.
You can see it from a distance, but he ain't make it.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So it's like some things you just gotta, the Creator make it to where you gotta go through it. That's why like niggas like Osiris the first, he's a tough nigga. He got thick skin because you could tell and wherever he been through, he must have been through some shit. Because his attitude shows it. His attitude shows no fears. Like when you go through the harsh shit, you become less fear of situations. If you got jumped by 10 niggas, you ain't gonna be fair to fight 5 niggas or 3 niggas or 2 niggas because of what you done been through.
Yeah.
So that's the triumphant of spirit. The worst shit you go through is the greater triumphant. When you look at some of these celebrities and you hear their story, niggas been through shit. Niggas was homeless. Niggas, you would have never thought these niggas was homeless if they would have never told their story.
Word.
But
For
that's
sure.
part of the struggle. That's part of being corporeal. That's part of when your creator say, I created man a corporeal being to learn corporeal things. These are the life lessons of corporeal things.
That's how we gotta go. That's how
fucking ugly.
Right. We gotta go through it all, yeah. And you gotta go through them lessons and you gotta take your notes. Make sure you're taking them notes.
Yeah. Creator say it was a book in the first laws where, you know, the Irons got attacked by the drunks. And the Irons inquired of the Lord, why would you allow this to happen? And then the Lord told him, he says, yo, you got to face evil on your own account. In order to obtain the Godhead, you got to know the extremes of good and evil. So you got to deal with the situation. So while you going through the situation,
that's it.
You got to be cunning. You got to figure out. He put you in that position. That's part of the triumphant, the overcoming.
I like that.
It's like, this shit is raw. It's like, damn, when I read, I'm like, this shit is real. It's like you responsible for your actions, but not only that, you could be good and righteous, and then bad, what we would consider bad or evil, come to us, but we ain't bother nobody.
Right.
Element on that level compared to doing something to somebody and the karma coming back. You may not never put no karma out there, and something happened to you, and you like, where'd that come from? Why this happened? And all that shit is part of the overcoming.
Damn, because we got eternal life, and the mortal body ain't it all. It's not the all in all.
Exactly. So this is just the physical. Because once we get out of this shell,
we still growing.
Exactly. So although Moses ain't seen the promised land, but nigga, he seen that motherfucking heavenly kingdom up there in them heavens. Greater than that promised land.
He teaching in the university in the kingdom. I heard up there somewhere.
Yeah, in the book of what's that? The book of Escrow when
you
know in the Bible it talks about Moses came back.
Yeah,
talking to Jesus and Matthews and shit.
Right, with Elijah.
Yeah, so Owaski goes into why the nigga came back. I was like, this
the Mount of Transfiguration.
Right, exactly. He transfigured on the mountaintop.
Yeah.
Saturday too.
Facts. That's funky, man. That's funky right there. He came with Elijah. Moses came in and he said that all of the angels herald Moses when they heard he was coming.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I was like, damn.
They all channeled one stream of light down to. Right? Ain't that what it said? They all like channeled the stream of light down to Moses. I mean to Yeshua. I'm not sure, but I gotta go back and read that in Escher. But that was a tight scene when I read that. I was like, dang, that's fire.
Yeah. When Yeshua was born and shit, that Star of Bethlehem, yo, that shit was a goddamn ship. It was a fucking ship. I was like, nigga, that shit is documented. And that shit got so like in Christmas time, the Star of Bethlehem, so many themes around it. Only if these niggas know that was a goddamn shit.
Right, bro.
Parked on niggas just
that's
to see where we born.
that's the type of stuff people have to know right there. Because if you knew, like, that makes sense because it's.
You broke up a little, King. Hopefully you'll tap back in.
I came back. But yeah, bro.
Yeah, son.
I appreciate you letting me kick it with you for a minute, man.
Oh man, you know you always welcome, King. You always welcome, bro. Hey, we gonna collab on some music shit too, bro. Believe that.
Oh yeah, man. I'm getting better. I just got better last night, bro. I was playing some scales last night.
Yeah.
I was like, oh snap, why all of a sudden, like, he just get to a certain plat. I don't know how the stars aligned last night or whatever, or we went through a transit or something. I don't know what happened, but I got a level up last night. I felt it.
Yeah, you got to download, boy.
Yeah, straight up. All praise to the Most High Creator.
Them coming down, nigga. You shot up there and shit. You know what I mean?
Wow, dang, I never thought about it like that, boy.
Yeah, we get up out of here. We get up out of here. Every night we go to sleep, we get up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I've been having like these. I've been trying to, I've been trying to become more real with the supernatural and super spiritual side of this world, because that's the real world.
Right.
Like the mortal 3D reality is not the real world. You know what I mean? A lot of people know that by this
Exactly.
at this point, but it's like trying to balance the in between as a higher light, walking in as our higher self, and then being able to balance even dealing with the lower energies within ourselves as ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just but I've been practicing certain stuff on purpose just to see what happens. Like, I wonder if I could just start practicing telepathy and see what, because I know the younger generation under us, they're gonna be able to like have such intuitive sense that they're gonna be able to read niggas' energy off top, read
Yeah,
thoughts.
they even got what's the name of that shit? Damn, what they call that shit? It's kind of what you just described.
Like
They actually
telepathy.
not telepathy. It's another word. Remote viewing.
Oh, remote view. Ooh.
Remote viewing. They actually practice that shit and like study that shit and actually experiment on remote viewing. So it's like, for
So
example,
that's from the
if I got 3 shoe boxes and one of the boxes got a shoe in it and the other 2 are empty, it's like you got to feel which one is in, which box the shoe is in.
Mm-hmm.
And you got motherfuckers who
That's tight.
could actually pull that shit off to it every time, and damn near they know what box the shoe is in.
And people can be getting that shit accurate.
Yeah, it's called remote viewing. Look that shit up, yo. It's like,
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. I might start practicing. That's what I'm saying. Just for the heck of it, because like the creator is bonkers, man. I don't know what's gonna happen in the cosmonic era.
Those are like developing the senses. Because just imagine if they had schools of thought for these things, where they actually had
Right.
applications on how to do it. That's what the mystery schools and Kemet and all that shit was about. Them niggas was in the
Word.
temples.
The
That's why I
school of
said
the
when
prophets.
you mentioned that you was in a dark room playing art, that's what I'm like, damn, dude, you know you fucking you were doing this shit, because all the mysteries take places in dark chambers.
Oh, see, I didn't know.
The communication is already done with the angels. The angels appear in the chamber, and so the lesson is taught.
Wow. I think I have heard that's in Kemet, you said?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have heard that.
The pyramid building.
Yeah, I have heard that before. Yeah.
Those are oracles. When you hear about oracles, and you know what I mean? These are people who communicate with the spirits. Like in the movies, 300 showed you that with Leonidas when he went to go communicate.
Yeah, with the drunk white woman.
Right, exactly. So it shows you that those elements has always been throughout human history. You know what I mean? You have people that was into spirit communion outside of just the everyday civilization. You know what I mean? Just like today, not everybody into no goddamn spirit communion, but you got those who got chapels and read tarot cards and could tell you who you was in the past and all this crazy shit. It's here though. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I be tuning into all of that. I like the astrology thing.
Yeah, the astrology be going in. I used to study that shit too.
Yeah, it's like a cool little science for me. It's fun. It's like a little hobby of mine right now.
Yeah, get all that information because get knowledge. That's what we're here for.
Right.
Put a restriction and a limit on that shit.
I know you be tracking the moon cycles every month.
Yeah, I track them, but I ain't, you know what I mean? But like, I'll track it like at the beginning, and then I'll just wait to the end to go see it. What month it is, you know what I mean? Because I don't track it every day at this point because I don't, once I get that first crescent,
you can tell.
Yeah,
that's dope. I ain't that high up yet.
Nah, it's all good, man. All it is just learning creative seasons and cycles on a corporeal level. You know what I'm saying? Because then when you tap into the next round, it's another science for that round. You see what I'm saying? Things is moving faster. You're moving at a faster vibrational frequency. So a 24-hour day may now be done split into a 12-hour day.
Right.
Based off the vortexian speed of that area you in. You know
what I mean? Right. That's crazy, bro. That's funky. See, you can't. I like when you teaching like that, man. That's that good high level Ethereum light right there.
Yeah, because the spirit is moving at a faster vibration and frequency than the physical body is.
Right.
So a 24-hour day to us It's not a 24-hour day to the spirits in the realm that they may be in that particular stratosphere of the vortex.
Uh-huh.
The higher the vortex you go, the faster that shit's spinning.
Yeah,
so
man.
if you in that third heaven, boy, night and day moving like like minutes up there.
Oh, so if they come back down to the corporeal earth, do they still have that same speed capability?
If they come back down, it's like they slowing down.
Oh, they slowing down because of the vortex and
If
current.
them niggas moving at a rate of 99 and the earth is moving at a rate of say 25, they gotta adjust to the density of the earth.
Got you.
If they was to come full light, nigga, that shit will burn this whole shit up because the light would be like gamma rays.
Oh,
Gamma rays hit trees and forests, nigga. That shit going on fire.
right.
Damn. Fucking bring them gamma rays down here, nigga. Shit going on fire.
Wow, that's crazy.
Shit gonna be lit up.
They said that if we actually used our energy, we would be like a whole bolt or like a thunderstorm or something like that, ain't it?
Shit, you know, like creators say we are made to control the elements.
Right. That's funky. Like Raiden.
Right. These are the sciences. Those are the spiritual sciences.
Yeah.
It's like that shit is fairy tale now because those sciences has been lost because it ain't been taught for so long.
Right, but I feel like it's definitely being dropped back down.
Oh, it's coming back around. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Now go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I say Yeshua say you're gonna do greater things than me in the Bible. So it's like,
oh man,
niggas gonna be walking on air then if that's the case.
Exactly, bro. That's that verse has been lodged in my heart since I was like 6 years old.
Right.
I never understood that ever. Like I thought Jesus was like he was the creator. You feel me?
Right.
Now
people still believe that they believe that Jesus is incarnated as creator of God.
Right. No, but what I'm trying to say is the creator didn't say you're gonna do more than me.
Right.
You're gonna do. The creator didn't say you're gonna do greater things than me.
Right.
His son, one of his sons said, "You're gonna do greater things than me."
That's right.
Our big brother, Yeshua. You know. So now
he said, "What I do, you gonna do greater." So I'm like, why ain't nobody walking on water yet?
Yeah, that's true.
Why ain't nobody goddamn floating in the air? Why ain't nobody parting in the Red Sea like Moses?
That's true, bro. I don't know.
When you read the Bible, God talking to niggas every day.
That's true. He talking to niggas every day.
Yeah, when you read the Bible, God talking to niggas every single day, my nigga.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo.
He talking to everybody too. He ain't just talking to Israel.
Yeah, this nigga moving around.
He talking to Moab. He talking to Egypt. He talking to Pharaoh. He talking to all these niggas. He talked to Nebuchadnezzar. He told Nebuchadnezzar, "You are my servant."
Right.
Now go in there and go get them niggas up out of Jerusalem.
And it was what under Cyrus, why them niggas got the permission to rebuild the second temple.
Cyrus?
Yeah, them niggas got permission for Cyrus to rebuild the second temple.
Oh yeah, from Cyrus.
Them niggas ain't go independently and rebuilt that shit. Them niggas was like to slave master, like getting permission from slave master to go build a little plot. That's like slave master saying, "All right, I'm gonna give y'all little niggas permission to go back and build your second temple."
Oh wow! Don't say it like that. That hurt.
Shit, that's what it is. This shit.
That's funny.
the Babylonians and the Assyrians were slave masters to them niggas. If they took them into captivity, we went into captivity in America, like they say, right under what? Under the Europeans, under slave master. On the plantations. Man. The Israelites was on the plantation fields in Babylon and Assyria.
Now let me ask you this question, because I've been talking to a lot of cats, and I believe this already in my spirit. It resonates with me. But how they talk about America is the actual land, like how we are the Algonquins, how Big Brother Cosby going in on that. to me, that's starting to come out more and more bright, like to just niggas in the hood. Cause it was just a nigga at the barbershop. I'm at the barbershop talking, and he like, hey bro, this is Egypt. I was like, what you talking about? And he started going in on how all the pictures of the pyramids was really over here and stuff like that originally. And does that have to do with Pan and the split and like the different I don't really know how to ask the question I'm trying to ask.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, because like I said, man, I've been through so many school of thought, so I know exactly. They're basically talking about that whole Middle East is over here. You know what I mean? Jerusalem, Egypt, and all that is over here. The whole setup. You know what I mean? And I heard that concept and that theory before. But
what you think about that?
Well, I've been doing this for a minute, so
I know. It's probably old news for you.
No, not the fact that it's old news. It's the lack of evidence as far as what we see. Like, let's start with Narmer, because that's where it all started with Narmer. So Narmer is the first nigga who united up and low with Egypt, 3100 BC. And from that point started the pre-dynastic, the Old Kingdom of Egypt.
Okay.
During the Old Kingdom is when the pyramids is built. We see that in Kemet. We see that in Egypt, right? So now we get to the Middle Kingdom. We see the pharaohs. We see the evidence of the pyramids in the Middle Kingdom. And then after the Middle Kingdom, you got the New Kingdom with Amoses, the Ramses, the Thutmoses. You see that chain and that line right there in Egypt. And then you also see during the New Kingdom, which is around 1500 BC, 1200 BC, coming on down, you see the migration of the Thutmoses coming up into the land of what we call Canaan, or the land of Israel today.
Right.
You see evidence of campaigns in the documents, in the reliefs. So then we see the Paleo-Hebrew. We see the Assyrian and Babylonian captivity on the Black Obelisk of Assyria.
Oh wow, yeah. Right.
The ancient Persian icons of how the Persians, all these people looked over here. So all that is a chain from 3100 BC coming on down to the captivity in the 7th to the 5th century BC. We see that whole chain of events in Egypt to Israel to Assyria to Mesopotamia. We see that whole thing going like that. So if that line of evidence and artifacts and writings was shown in the Americas on that scale, it wouldn't even be argumentable. It wouldn't be, because that'll be objective. Because we can see it like that. But then what I noticed in the Americas, that you did have campaigns in different times, that people that did come here and explored the land, because you got artifacts from the Roman times, you got artifacts from Egypt over here. So it shows you that at different times in history, people from the West came over here. I don't know if they may have came from the West or if they came from the Pacific side, but they got here. You see what I'm saying? And the evidence showed that. But as far as
so let me ask you this then. Us as Negroes, right? We originated here, not from Egypt. Egypt with the brother you mentioned who started it all. He was not related to us by blood, right?
Who's they talking about?
The first guy you mentioned, the one that started the upper and middle king, upper and lower king, Narmer, yeah.
They say Narmer came from the south, so here they consider Narmer like a Nubian.
Oh, okay. So
maybe
a Nubian Egyptian,
like Congo, or somebody from them region somewhere.
Yeah, but the Negroes and the Congolese people are not the same, right? Or are we the same?
No, that's like, you know what I mean? The Congolese, unless your lineage go through the, like, my brother, he did his ancestral DNA. And we got the same father, that'll be the same Y chromosome, so his shit will be my shit essentially, other than the mother side. So what I noticed, his own said, the Congo was mentioned though, I ain't gonna lie. The Congos was mentioned in the Y chromosome.
Mm-hmm. I gotta do mine. I'm
It
interested.
was another one. It was a dominant one. Damn, I forget. How the fuck I forget? I might have to go back and ask him. But it was definitely in Africa, though. It was definitely in Africa that our dominant gene was from. Like more like Central Africa. I mean, not Central Africa, like East Central Africa. More like the South. Not South Africa, but more in the Central.
Yeah, like Eritrea area, like below Eritrea and Ethiopia region.
Not even like Congolese.
Oh, more Congo.
And then,
okay.
It was like them hard body African tribes. I was like, damn, okay, that's where that goddamn temperament come from.
Yeah, right. Hell yeah, you gotta manage that.
Come on, when I look at my father and them, and my uncles and them, like, I was asking them like, what's the history? What's the lineage?
Oh, my dad don't know nothing.
Yeah, so we Yoruba on the cultural side, Yoruba, you know what I mean?
Oh,
but
Yoruba
on the bloodline,
side,
that Y chromosome is showing Congolese. There was another, I think it was some West African. It was like West African and Central Africa that my Y lineage goes to.
Wow.
So that's why I know on my father's side, I probably came through that transatlantic slave trade. But on my mother's side now, I think they may be indigenous to the Caribbeans.
Okay, got you. Yeah, because see, my family is all originated from here. On my mom's side and my dad's side. From as far back as I can go, everybody was from here, but we never did no DNA structural test or analysis to see what our Y chromosome traces to.
But even still, though, even the Owaspi talk about the copper colored people that was over here since the pan, the drunks, the dark skinned brown people, since the time of the flood.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
Well, you good, King?
I said I'll do it right now.
Yeah, I seen that map of the reconstruction of the East.
I'll put them back.
In the West map. I seen it. It's dope.
Oh, let me show y'all my dogs.
What kind of dogs you got, Joe?
Labrador retrievers. I think they Labrador. Yeah,
black.
Yeah, these are some cool dogs. What kind? You got them little prissy looking dogs.
Yeah, you got the Maltese, them little man eaters.
I can't even turn my camera around on here, huh?
I got my man eaters.
Weeks old.
Huh?
I said they puppies. They're only 12 weeks old.
Oh, okay. Oh, how many you got?
2.
Oh, that's what's up.
All
right.
Got this one right here. That's Shadow.
Shadow.
And this is Dozy right here.
They're 2 boys.
Yeah, 2 boys.
That's what's up, boy. You got you some man eaters now.
Yeah, some little hellhounds, just in case some dredges want to come around. I'm gonna go take them inside right now, actually. My mama got me out here, man. I live out in the country, man. I live in this country life, so I gotta chop some wood.
That's what's up, man. You know what I mean? Shoot, ain't nothing wrong with that.
That lymphatic system to get them toxins flowing out your body.
That's right. Get that sweat going.
Yeah.
I'm about to definitely start getting back on my work. I want to start warming up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, it's cold out there in Atlanta, huh?
Yeah.
You live in the woods too, ain't it?
No, not really. But as a matter of fact, yeah, it is woods around. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Because I'm by the park, so I can just float around there.
Oh, yeah.
But it is woody out here. But they building up a lot of shit, though.
I want to move around a little bit. You know, I might have to land in Atlanta for a minute and kick it with the ATLians.
Yeah, it's real musical out here, too, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm a Gemini, just like Big Boy.
Yeah, they be floating around out here. Shit, you can rub shoulders with these cats. They be out here. Like he be out here in the streets. You may hit the West End. You may see him out there.
Word, that'd be dope.
Yeah, these niggas be floating around the city.
Be like, just take my IG one time. You feel me? But yeah, man, I'm gonna have to let you slide, man. I'm gonna have to slide real quick so I can get this done for mama.
No doubt, man. I got a couple plays to make my damn self, man. I just want to come on live and just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't even know what was going on. I just said, all right, man, let me vibe with my family one time too.
You done know survive. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do, son.
Yes, sir. Run the rhythm on them one time, boy.
You done know, man. If I run the blood clot.
I love that shit.
Done know, King.
Yes, sir. All right, salute to the God. Peace to the family, man. Shalom,
Peace to the
shalom.
God, yo. Shalom, son.
Yes, sir.
See you in
Peace.
the chat, bro. You done know. Yes, family. That's how we do. You know what I mean? It's the blood clot vibes. Yes, family. You know how we do it. You know how we do it vibes. Open chat, good vibes, you done know. Yes, Angela. Yes, the keeper. Where's it? Where's it, family? Your boy Selah Shalom about to shine out. Shine out. I mean, we ain't heading out. We shining out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to get your bitters before we head out. Hit them with the
bittersweetherbals.com.
Run the rhythm.
Bittersweet Herbals. What it tastes is bitter, but the results are sweet. bittersweetherbals.com.
Yes, family, you done know the vibes, yeah? You done know the vibes. Don't forget to catch us tomorrow, 12 o'clock sharp. We got the brother. He's gonna be breaking down the Holy Bible of Canaan. Tune in sharp. Until then, we out, family. We outside. We gonna ride it out. It's a blood clot vibe.